In the last video I rated a bunch of lost guides from 2006, but none of them really involved me playing the game, and more so just offered a glimpse into the past. Today I wanted to change that and follow a guide from around the same period. I figured Barrows would be the perfect place to start. So this is a Barrows guide credited to Shadowhunter and Damea. The Barrows are a new kind of armor that Jagex released on May 9th. This kind of armor is very rare, hard to get, very strong and very expensive. This guide will tell you about the different kinds of armors that you can get from the Barrows. So this guide would have been about 9 months old at this point. 9 months of strategizing. This is the account I'm going to be using. I thought it would be more appropriate to have mid-level stats than to use my maxed account. It's probably an expected sort of bracket to have when you're attempting Barrows. Starting off, this guide has 3 parts. The first section is about requirements, what gear to wear, and what inventory to bring. I will be using the recommended setup. Okay, so let's see what the minimum viable stats are according to this 2006 guide. 43 prayer, 55 slayer, 50 magic. Yeah, I guess if you're using the slayer staff, go Sahoy for the Ectophial. In search of the Myrek.
key.
That one they should have had in the dictionary for sure. I guess that's just for the boat, or the bridge, or for the shortcut. Okay, and these are the stats they recommend. 60 plus range, 60 plus attack, 60 plus defense, 60 plus strength. Guess that is a decent starting point. Family Crest. Why Family Crest? I'm very curious why Family Crest is a recommendation. Oh, for the gloves. I guess that was the best in slot gloves at the time. The Phrenic Trials for the helmet, I guess. Shades of Morton and a God Cape. Alright, I mean, it sounds reasonable. What to bring? You will be using melee, ranged and magic to fight all the brothers. Therefore, you will need all the items below. Ectophial, Black D'hide, Magic Shortbow, Whip, Spade, runes for Slayer Dart. You can also bring a prayer book if you want, since that will help you later on. Huh? Oh, the prayer book came out after this guide, so I guess they mean god books. But how will that help later on? I don't see it. You do not need to bring lobsters. You can bring swordfish and sharks, but lobsters are the minimum you should bring. It is very interesting they don't have prayer potions here. I am curious how they're gonna do all of the brothers without having prayer, presumably for the last fights. Maybe this tank armor will be enough. So let's see how they justify that. They didn't even recommend prayer potions. If you do not have a whip, then a dragon dagger will be okay too. You should have the following items set up. So they want a Farseer helm, a god cape, a glory amulet, adamant arrows, slayer staff, dragon chain body, granite shield, dragon plate legs, cooking gauntlets, boost of lightness, and a ring of wealth. You do not need to have dragon armor. Rune armor will do just fine here too. You can bring other rings too. You do not have to bring a dragonstone ring. What does the ring of wealth do exactly at Barrows? So, as far as I can tell anyways, the ring of wealth does not have any effect on the loot you get. The second section has 3 methods of getting to Barrows, and I will go through all of them and pick the best one. There are tricks to get to the area quickly. If you have not done the required quest to do so, it can be very difficult to access. Method 1. Walking. This method is not really a trick, it's just a shortcut. Teleport to Varrock and run to Canifis. Oh god. You can use the bank there if you need to take out items or get prepared. You then go round to the back of the pub and you should find a trap door. Open it up and you will be in the basement of the inn. Search the wall, you will find that it is a secret door. Walk south through the cavern until you reach the end. You will see a door. Open up that door and when outside, continue south to the tree bridge you repaired in the quest. When on the other side, run south to prevent losing food to the ghasts and get to the boat. Take the boat downstream to Morton, simply cross the bridge and to your east you will find the Barrows. Wow. That might be the worst way of getting to the Barrows I have ever heard of. We will see once I test it which one is actually the fastest. Method 2. Teleporting to Canifis. Okay, this next one is a bit strange, cause they don't explain a way of getting prayer back. So my scheme for this one is to use the Castle Wars teleport. First I need to take these off. I need to bank them. Reset my prayer at the portal. teleport to Kharyrll, and do the strat again. This is the only way I could figure out to do prayer restoration with the ancient spellbook without house tabs that fit within the rules of the guide, so to speak. When you need to leave the Barrows, instead of walking back, simply teleport. The Kharyrll teleport will take you straight back to the Kharyrll pub. Just go over to the bank, deposit your stuff, and take the shortcut back over. This also means you can use the battle magics on the warriors, which is incredibly effective. I think I could have saved some time if I actually used the bank at Castle Wars. Oops. And I did misclick, but that should be good enough. Method 3. Ectophial teleport. When you are finished in the Barrows, you can pour out the old Ectophial, and you will teleport to the Ectophial. However, you will also need to refill it. Therefore, off to the slime stuff you go. Wait, what did he mean by that? You just use it on the Ectophial, no? Walk back to the Kharyrll bank, and then take the shortcut back. You can also bank at Port Phasmates, and if you do, you can walk straight through the swamp, south of the Wolf Agility Arena. I just don't see a world where this is faster than just teleporting. This is god-awful. And you will end up at the doors. Then you can cross with the tree and so on. I am not sure if this is definite, but I distinctly remember walking through that way. Huh? They don't know? Why did you put this in the guide? This method is probably slower than just taking the shortcut back, but it's safer. You would not be decayed by the swamp and attacked by ghasts and stuff. Definitely a safety if you are low on HP, plus it's probably a little bit faster. I don't see how it's safer either, cause you still have to run through the swamp the same amount of time. And you also have to tank these vampires. And that's time. So that took about the same amount of time. Give or take a couple seconds, I guess. To no one's surprise, walking there was by far the worst method. Second worst was the Ectophial method, only about 30 seconds faster, and the clear winner was of course the Kharyrll teleport method. For the next tests, however, I will have to go with the Ectophial, as that was the fastest route with the normal spellbook. And since I will be using the recommended setup, I can't be on the ancient spellbook. So I hope that clears up any confusion. The third section explains the strategy to the minigame. I will try to follow the instructions as best as I can, but obviously keep in mind the guide is from 2006, so the map might look different and game mechanics might also have changed since. Alright, I'm about ready to go. And the time starts, I guess, when I start moving. Start. To get in the Barrows, you will need a spade. Just stand on the burrow and dig. You must click search on the sarcophagus and the spirit will come out and attack you. Okay, so tunnel will be Gotham. The different spirits will fight according to their fighting styles. I will go through each one with you and tell you the best way to fight it. But bear in mind the player killing triangle, it works here too. Melee is good with Kharyrll. As he shoots at you, he uses a very fast crossbow, but if you just wear rune, he very rarely hits you. You do not even need prayer. This feels so wrong. And also I'm just wasting these prayer points, because they don't want me to pray. If he does hit you, it probably wouldn't be very high, so you might use up a little bit of your food. Okay, let me eat up to full. Dude. This is so dog shit. Huh? People are gonna think I'm a goddamn moron when they see my strategy. This is so freaking bad. The same tactic applies to Torag as with all the warriors. Magic. However, Torag is more inclined to do heavy damage. He hits fairly slowly, but when he does, look out. I advise magic, if not then melee or ranged. Make sure you use prayer as well. But I'm gonna run out of prayer, no? Okay, so I guess I have to teleport to Lumbridge. This might be the worst guide ever. Again, someone who is very high with attack, but not with defense. He hits hard and often, so be careful. Make sure you pray for this one too. So hopefully I will have enough prayer to kill Darok after this. Otherwise I'm screwed. He may take a while if you use ranged or melee. Use magic for the best results. This is not looking good. Darok is an expert when it comes to wiping you out in 2 hits. He hits very powerfully, but not very accurately. I am not so sure about his defense though. What I do know is that he's particularly weak to magic. All my ice blasts hit, and most of them did damage over 10. Over 10? Is that a lot?
My prayer is gonna run out. Yep, 0 prayer. Now I'm gonna get fucking one shot. Holy shit. He was humble.
When he pops out, he will blast you straight away, so watch out. Make sure you are not wearing any rune. Blast him with a hail of arrows and he will fall easily. You might not need prayer, but his spells are very powerful.
You might not need prayer, he says. So let's put that to the test.
Don't even try to melee him, he will just melt you down like scrap metal. When you fight the spirits, one random sarcophagus will always lead to a hidden tunnel when you search it. This is where you need to find the stone chest. You will also need to find and kill the last spirit while down here. If you just run from him, he will follow you and hunt you down, so I advise fighting him when he appears. The maze is, as far as I am aware, completely random. It is very well done as well. Compliments to Jagex. I think it depends on what sarcophagus you search to get in. Some doors open, some doors you can only examine.
The guide tells me that I should not open the chest until I've killed all the spirits. So I need to find Guthan before opening the chest.
But people who got in by different graves can go in different ways, and the chest is in a different location. That is not true. The chest is not in a different location. Do not open the chest before you have killed all the spirits. While you can open it, you will get a smaller reward.
I guess I just have to force spawn him like this. This is bad. I'm losing all my prayer points. Alright. And I want to highlight a problem with this guide. It's that it tells me that I should wear robes, but nowhere in the gear setup did they tell me to bring robes. They also tell me that I need to use melee prayer on this, because he hits very high. But now I'm out of prayer, so I think it will be fine, honestly. Guthan isn't that strong.
While you are searching for the chest, kill skeletons, rats, spiders or leeches to get your kill total up. Search the chest to get your reward. So that's curious, they don't mention the puzzle, because the last door always has a puzzle you need to solve to unlock the door. So I wonder if the door did not have that puzzle at the time of writing this guide. Oh, never mind. The chest. You can open the chest before killing all the spirits. Wait, this is the same fucking text. You can open the chest before killing all the spirits. The reward will be greatly hindered. What the f... This is nonsense. Same with your kill total. Although you may not want to raise it, it is recommended for getting good loot. The chest itself is not guarded, but the room it's in requires you to solve a simple puzzle before you can get in.
Alright, the puzzle. They did not tell me how to solve the puzzle, but it's not very hard.
The question that I got was the sort of question you would find in an IQ test. The typical, what is the next shape in the sequence sort of thing.
I guess the time will stop when I return back to the crypts.
When you get your reward, the room will shake, so you may have to leave. I just teleported out, so I'm not sure. Did this person just do Barrows once and then write the guide? I'm so confused. You can teleport or log out between Barrows. Your kill total will remain the same and you... And that's time. Wow. I'm gonna have to crunch the numbers to see how much GP per hour this is. But that was over 25 minutes for one Barrows chest. That isn't great. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't die a single time. Alright, the results are in. So one trip took 25 minutes, 41 seconds. Not good. That was absolutely miserable to do. I got about 43,000 in loot. And I used about 17,500 for the supplies. Most of it was in the death runes and the lobsters, so that's about a 25k profit. And with my luck, I would have gotten around 59k GP an hour. According to the wiki, you can expect about 89k with max skill count, so with average luck you can expect 166.5k GP an hour. And to put that into perspective, it would take around 78.6 hours with the current bond price to buy a bond. I think I have to give it a 2 out of 10. I would not recommend that guide. So I think I will do that one time, just like he did for writing this guide. But this one I'm very curious about. This one I actually want to test how many chests I can do per hour. This strategy by Zbart99. Use Verax set for the best outcome. Substitute the normal pots with super ones. It's just full Verax, Glory Amulet, Legends Cape. These are Clank's gloves, I presume. Rune boots. So I'm about to try the Zbart99 strategy. I have a better feeling about this, because they actually gave me potions. I have never tried Verax though. It might be a bit scuffed. I'm gonna give this about an hour or so. 3, 2, 1, start. Step 1, Part 1, Darok. Quickly run over the hill to the northeast corner in the Barrows area. His hits are the highest of all. Use prayer and kill him. You should only use about half of your prayer. We will see about that. This might be the most dog strategy I've ever seen. What? Oh god. I mean, I will keep going. Part 3, Guthan. Next, head to the southeast corner and fight Guthan with the remaining prayer. You do not need to prayer pot if you are out of prayer. Part 4, Torag. Fight Torag the same as Guthan. Part 5, Kharyrll. Fight Kharyrll the same way as Guthan and Torag. Wow, okay. Look at these damn scrubs, man. These guys don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know you can just wear full Verax. Don't even gotta pray. Part 6. Arims. Now put on your black hide and equip your dagger. Or long if you wish. And use up all of your specials. My ass is not being caught wearing a dragon long, man. You can either continue to kill them with the dagger or switch to your flail again. Part 7. Tunnels. To quickly find your last remaining brother, just find a door that you can open and there are limited monsters around. Keep going back and forth through it. Once monsters stop respawning, move to the next door, or you can run around until you find them. If he appears near an empty door, you can go back and forth through that and get yet another of the same brother to appear, giving you 7 brother kills. I have gotten numerous rewards each time I have done that, especially when I get Kharyll's in the tunnel. That's that classic RuneScape superstition.
Every time I get Kharylls in the tunnel, I seem to get more loot. I don't know.
Part 2, Verak. Verak hits very well, so use what remaining prayer you have and eat. Alright, I am about to finish my first run with this setup. I was very worried about this strategy when I was killing Daroks. I wasn't doing any damage. But the rest of the kills were pretty easy. Unfortunately did not get Kharyll's in the tunnel, so I'm not gonna get any Barrows drops this time. Search the chest, teleport to the Lumbridge, and repeat. Teleport to Lumbridge? The Lumbridge. Part 8. Results. Using this method, as fast as I could, I did Barrows for 1 day straight. I came out with 4 Barrows drops. I continued the next day and came out with 3 more, but played less than the day before. So, it really works if you want to get rich. Let's see if I will get rich trying this method then. I'm sorry, mama. I didn't mean to hurt you. This is some fucking dog shit, man. I almost died from that. I don't know if they made the brothers tankier or if it's a skill issue, but this Verax is just so inaccurate on the Barrows brothers. Hey, would you look at that, some free food. Okay, so this is bad. I'm out of food, I am out of prayer. And I have to teleport out because this will kill me. Guaranteed. And I don't understand why they don't recommend more prayer potions. Surely one more prayer potion at least would. It would guarantee that you could finish every trip with only one inventory. Walking back there isn't fun. Who's this guy? Killing it with a whip? What a champ. So I've tried to recover this run. It's just gonna be a bit awkward now. I've been attacking this guy for 5 minutes now. This might be a 3 or 4 Barrows chest in 1 hour strat. It's not looking good. Oh man, this is bad. Well, I have bad news and I have good news. The bad news is I'm not gonna have time for another run after this one. The good news is that I have Kharylls in the tunnel. So I'm expecting some good loot here. Nope. I guess that thing about having Kharylls in the tunnel doesn't actually help. That's time. In 1 hour, I did exactly 4 Barrows chests. Alright, now for Zbart's strat. Put to the test. It turned out to be around 15 minutes per chest on average, and the loot tallies up to about 150k. The supplies 70k. So the profit was about 79k, and with my luck you can expect about 79k per hour. According to RS Wiki you get about 80k GP per chest if you only kill the brothers, so with average luck you can expect 250k GP per hour with this strategy. Wow. I will be giving this guide in its current form a 4 out of 10. It was definitely below average. Your time starts now.
I don't need 15 minutes.
So what plan do you have?
I am just going to try and figure it out as I go along, really.
I'm thinking, who's better at bones? The Rag and Bone Man, bro. I'm not gonna Google that.
You just want me to kill myself?
Yeah, that's oh, okay. When you put it that way, that's.
I mean, I could do it.
Okay.
If that's your...
I'm not. Let's not go there.